to touch upon now the things some of our panelists have mentioned, which is exactly what could be the right balance for India. Since I have such great cricketing minds with us, let me first begin with the bowling, in fact. Of course, as Ayaz mentioned, we've got Hardik Pandya, we've got Jadeja, a cinch to get into the team because of their all-round abilities. But amidst the others, which includes Ashwin, Kuldeep, Shami, Shardul Thakur, I'm of course taking it for granted that Bumrah and Siraj are in the team. Who really gets in for you? So Jimmy Paji, I want to bring that question to you first up. If you can just put that graphics of who gets in on a big wall as well. What is the ideal bowling lineup for you, Jimmy Paji, for this for the World Cup? I know it's going to be a little bit horses for courses, but just generally speaking.
No, I believe one thing, like in World Cup especially, depends which country and where you're playing. I think when you talk about England, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, more or less, if you see the nature of the wickets are more or less similar, where the ball comes nicely onto the bat and you can play your shot. But when you play in India, the nature of the wicket slows down. The bounce is low. It's not the same. You can just hit on the top all the time. Sometimes you have to grind. Sometimes you have to spend time over there and get used to the nature of the wicket, where the ball comes slowly off the track. So I think you have to make a lot of adjustment when you especially playing in India. So definitely in India, I think you need to go with the all-rounders, more of all-rounders. Kuldeep is bowling brilliantly.
Yes.
Ashwin coming in, I say it's a good news. I think he should have been there anyway. Why should, question should be asked. Maybe some people ask about his fielding and all that. Don't forget, in 1983, we didn't have a great fielding side. You win a World Cup and you take wickets. You have to bowl out a side. Only then you can't just contain them all the time. So I think it's a combination of all-rounders and main bowlers. Then I think you have a good side, good strokes. The batting is fabulous when you talk about India. Most of the guys, they are used to wicket. They like to play shots. And I think that what 20 cricket has done, I think the last 20 overs they can plan, or last 10 overs they can plan their innings much better. So that way, I think all the teams probably looking from this. I was thinking when Ayaz was saying, like when Ashwin was not there, probably other teams were preparing differently. But I don't think it makes any difference, to be very honest, because when you're selecting your side, you're selecting to your strength. Doesn't matter who is the opposition, where you're playing. So all those things I think take into consideration. I think when we talk about India, I think we have a good chance. As I always say, when we play at home, we have to play to our potential, and if we do that, we have a chance. It's not that others can't do that. And I think I personally feel spinners will play a very big role in the World Cup.
Venki, what do you think? Actually, Kuldeep Yadav has been our star bowler this year. So do you think he finds a place in the team, in this playing 11?
He has to play in the 11, I feel, straight away, without even giving a second thought to his inclusion. Because I think he's changed his approach towards bowling, and I'm sure Murali Karthik can talk more about Kuldeep. And I am extremely impressed with Kuldeep Yadav's bowling, his trajectory, his flight, his variations. Whether it's the wrong ones or whether it's his bowling strength. That's the ball coming back into the right-hand batter. And he mixes it up extremely well. He's in good shape as well in terms of his fitness. Yes, batting is an issue, but then come on. I mean, you can't, if the top 7, 8 can't do it, you can't expect the 11 batter to go and score some runs. But here, as a bowler, he should be there in the 11, or any bowler for that matter should be there in the 11 to get wickets and not to score runs. In that sense, I think Kuldeep Yadav has to figure in the playing 11. And of course, with that, you've got a Jadeja, you've got a Hardik Pandya, and Mohammad Siraj is my pick for his aggression, for his excellent line and length that he gets, and also that extra bit of bounce that he gets off the pitch, any pitch for that matter, especially in subcontinent pitches. It's not easy to get that extra bounce he gets. And Jasprit Bumrah is there anyways. It is not easy to pick Jasprit Bumrah as well. So I feel Kuldeep has to be in the playing 11, and he's going to be very, very crucial for India's success. And also, I would go on to say that he can probably become the highest wicket taker in the tournament.
Karthik, you want to add to that? What's your ideal bowling combination?
Yeah, completely agree in terms of Kuldeep and what he has done. And I said this before, the middle overs are key because you might have the new ball and something might happen. Again, you have to remember that India, out of the 10 venues, are playing in 9 of them. They get 1 game each. And World Cup is a tournament where predominantly you're going to get good wickets. once the tournament reaches the second stage and then the wickets start starting,
Yeah.
things get different. So Kuldeep does start because of what he has done in the recent past.
So no Ashwin.
I would not start with Ashwin. I'll tell you a reason why. I know that many people will have a go at me, but in 2017, one of the reasons why Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja were not part of the one day, although they are fabulous bowlers, is because of their tendency to get really defensive in the middle overs. That's when the combination Kulcha came, Chahal. So Chahal is a wicket taker, and now the reason which has been attributed to him is that he is not a batter. But the problem is that India tends to always overthink about the batting rather than wonder about the bowling. You want quality bowlers to get wickets. You don't point a finger at the batter that they are not bowling, but you always point a finger at the bowler that they are not batting. And that's always been the case. Like Venkatesh,
It's always been unfair to the bowlers.
like Venki mentioned. So that is why you need to have guys like Siraj, Bumrah and Shami. We are forgetting Shami. Shami has bowled beautifully. And on good tracks, the way he presents the seam, he always makes the batter think. So somebody
But
like
Shami
him,
misses out, right?
I wouldn't think so.
For
I would
Bumrah
always pick
and
him.
Siraj
I would pick
and
those
Pandya.
to start the tournament. I would pick those three. Pick Kuldeep. You've got Ravindra Jadeja's all-round ability and Hardik Pandya's all-round ability.
All right, I want Graham Swan to also weigh in on this because lots of interesting, bowling combinations for India to work out. What would you think, Swan, is going to be the winning combination for India?
Yeah, I'll be honest, if I was playing against India, I wouldn't want Kuldeep to play. I think he's been brilliant. From 2 IPLs ago onwards, he's been fantastic. Shami, I think, is one of the best bowlers in the world. Siraj is great. You've got heaps and heaps of bowlers, and I love the fact that Murali said that. You don't pick bowlers because they can bat a bit. You pick the guys to take wickets to win your games. So I'm not sure Ashwin are getting straight away because of how well Kuldeep's done. However, that's a very nice problem to have when you may be leaving out one of the best spin bowlers in the world because you can't slot him into the bowling attack. So, playing against India, I wouldn't like Kuldeep coming in against me. I think he's brilliant. I think he's in form. And I'm with you as well. I think he could easily be top wicket taker in the tournament. I hope I'm wrong because I hope it's an Englishman. That means we've got to the final. But India look very strong. I mean, I find it amazing that whenever I work in India, it's always the batsmen, always get the focus, the big guns. But you've got such rich talent with the ball. And, bowlers have never got their just rewards, I don't think. We're not the superstars, are we? We're not the pin-ups like the batsmen. But maybe Kuldeep could be come the end of this World Cup.
Look at our panel. I think we are doing good justice to bowlers. With Jimmy Paji as our big all-rounder. And, of course, we've got 3 bowlers on the panel. But, I find it strange, Jimmy Paji, I want to come to you. I find it strange. India has Pandya and Jadeja. You've already got your 2 match-winning all-rounders. Why are we so obsessed about our other bowlers also being able to bat? Isn't that a little unfair?
No, you can't have 11 all-rounders in the side, to be very honest. You got to have specialist guy doing specialist job as well. And I think, according to me, Ravindra Jadeja is an unsung hero of Indian cricket, to be very honest. I think if you see the track record in all format of the game, he never got the credit what he should have got. Because he has always performed when it is needed. And he is the guy who has won us more matches than any other cricketer, to be very honest. Because he's a great player, he's a brilliant fielder. He can bowl his 10 overs.
Yeah. X factor.
And he can score runs whenever it's needed and all that. So the combination has to be right, I think, when you select your matches. I think first you play 3-4 matches, then you know where you stand and what you really need, who should be in and out. But I think it's an honor to represent a country. You cannot just say, okay, we'll give rest to this guy and play other guy. I don't agree with that. I think you always need to pick the best 11 to play in all matches. So that you're all in rhythm, then you know your combination, how you're doing, where you need a change, where you don't need a change. So that way, I think all teams probably, when they have all played here now, it's not that India is playing with alien teams over there. I think they've all played here. They've been on tour. They played in IPL. So they know the condition. They know the strength of each other. So personally, I think from Indian point of view, I think they have to play the best team. It doesn't matter whether they're playing Netherlands or they're playing any other team or good or poor side. So when you go with the combination, then you have the set team over there
Yes,
to do well in the matches.
Yes, sometimes I think teams do tend to overthink both the venue and the team they're playing. You don't really have to change so much as long as you are aware of what your winning combination is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how it should be. But again, as I said, it's all about workload management. The world has become
But
workload management.
Karthik, this is the World Cup. What
I hope that it doesn't happen.
What workload
No,
management? You've got 9
I'm
matches to play, maybe 2 more.
100%. I'm talking about the run-up to the World
Yeah,
Cup.
sure.
I'm not. I hope and pray that it's only the best side. And look, we are blessed that we've got some wonderful cricketers. And the good thing is, it's not about just paper alone. You look at all the batters; they're averaging 40 plus.
Yeah.
Everybody has been in form. All the bowlers are bowling well. So it's a problem of plenty.
Good,
which
healthy
is
competition.
Absolutely. It's just that sometimes you also don't want that everybody is batting so well that you leave it to the next guy.